Sorry, people. It was me being a wally. Anyway, right. Hello, welcome back to my live chat. You know what I mean? The other one will be deleted once I finished. Right, I'm back now. You know, sorry about that. Live chat should be okay now. Live chat is here. Yeah, messages are visible. Hide all messages. No. Okay. You know what I mean? Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm back now. Yeah, what I mean, hi to hi. Sorry about that. That was me pressing the wrong button as per usual. Stupid. Never mind. What an idiot. Oh dear, we all make mistakes. I know that last one is going to go up anyway. What I do, I delete that one when it's already done later on. You know what I mean? Put this one up. Um, you know, uh, yeah. As I was saying earlier, I mean, um, things getting out of hand. Don't worry about it. Oh, I ain't gonna worry about it. You know what I mean? I'm worried about. You know what my anxiety's like. Um, things go wrong, it happens. So I've got everything back to normal. Dog's in here. You know what I mean? She's sitting here listening to me talking about a waffle, but it don't really matter. Yes, Polo, we know. You know what I mean? So yeah, quiet. Ah, dear. Anyway, it is hot in here. I've got my screens on. That's the main reason. You know what I mean? Maybe I should turn them off. You know what I mean? Anyway, aiming to get an Evercade at some point, as I was saying earlier. Hopefully that I'll save up for one. I'll get one for Christmas because September now, isn't it? Um, they're 80 quid. You know what I mean? You get a couple of games with it, I think. I wouldn't know. I'll have to take a look later on. Yeah, a bit mad, today. I mean? I've been busy. So yeah. Well, I phoned up Sky because they cut me off because I couldn't afford it, being honest. I didn't have the money. They called Tanya today. The funny part is they actually get it from Fun Stockton. Okay, that'd be a good idea, Mark. That'd be good. I mean? I'll give that a go. Yeah, there's a phone Sky because I didn't have Sky for a couple of weeks because I didn't have the money, being honest. And they decided that we give me a phone call, gave us a deal, and literally put it back on for us. We didn't pay the bill; they writ off the bill, which was nice of them. I mean, we're a loyal customer anyway. We spend proxy loads of money on Sky. Well, I do. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they get paid out. I mean, they decided that basically it would be good to put us back on. So most of my sports back on now. Yay, most of the football. Yeah, I mean football, darts. Yeah, I'm into that kind of. I'm into sport. I watched the Grand Prix at the weekend on Channel 4. Wasn't exactly the same as Sky, being honest. The commentators are a bit better on Sky, even though they're ex-Formula One champions. But it's the way it is. You know what I mean? And this dog's gonna wind me up. You know, you know what I mean? I don't know. You see, can you hear her? You know what I mean? Come here then. Come here. Come here. No, she don't know. Stupid dog. Quiet. I mean, she must be after me chips, Mark, because I didn't eat all my chips earlier. I had my dinner late, but it doesn't really matter. Quiet. I don't know whether Tanya's watching, but if she is, can you come in and take the dog? Channel 4 highlights. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can, yeah. I mean, yeah. You can hear the dog. Oh, yeah. I mean, she's 9 years old now, and she's a diva. I love the dog to bits. You know what I mean? Because she was originally my dog. But you know what I mean? Ricky decided to take it on. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, things happen. Dog's here, back here now. You know what I mean? So yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's the way it is. I mean, there's certain things that are happening, and I don't know. I understand that certain people wasn't getting on. But, you know what I mean? But I phoned Wayne yesterday. I don't know whether he's told everybody, but I video chatted to him yesterday, and I wondered was he okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell happened. Seen all the videos that happened. Um, you know, I'm friends with everybody. It makes no odds. I'm not getting involved in that kind of stuff because at the end of the day, it's all the case of it's not exactly brilliant to hear that. Friendships. I know he told me that. Yeah. I just think that basically, it seems to me. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of like I'm not getting at anyone here at all because I'm friends with everybody. I just think personally it just got out of hand. It is what it is. Wayne's always been. Yeah, Wayne's always been. He can't help the way he is. I do believe that Wayne's grumpy most of the time. I'm not being rude to him at all, but that's the way he comes across. He can't help that. You know, things have been said. I've watched all the videos. Starting with last night's video, where the Heart of Zany's one. I've seen her one. I've seen Mark's one today. I've seen your one today. I saw your one yesterday as well. I don't know. As I said, I'm not going to get involved in the situation. I just think, personally, let sleeping dogs lie, as they call it. Because at the end of the day, it's very difficult. Hi, Tanya. How are you doing? Oh, Tanya's on here. What are you doing here? Can you do me a favour, Tanya? Can you, no, leave the dog. She nicked some of my chips, the bitch. Yeah. Things got out of hand. Things have got out of hand. It's not good. So the way it is to go separate ways and do what you need to do. Anyway, right. That's my rant out the way. I just think things need to change. Attitudes can't be changed because it's you can't change everybody. People will, if they don't get on, they don't get on. That's the way life is. Get on with your own life. Life's too short. And the last thing we need in our nice community that we've got is actually people rowing and not getting on. Yeah. He's like, I know what Polar's like, Tanya. Yeah. I just think leave it be now. Whatever's been done's done. You can't. Anyway, right, that's enough for me. That situation, because I wasn't involved. I only found out last night, being honest. Thanks to Richard. Because Richard saw the live streaming last night. So, anyway, right, not my fault. I don't think it's anybody's fault. Being honest, I just think personally it's hard. It is what it is. All different opinions and all. It's bound to get a bit mad. Misinterpreting things and stuff like that. That's the way it is. I just think personally it's a kind of total. Yeah, you're probably right. As I said, I'm not going to get out. I'm not going to get involved in it because at the end of the day, I understand that Banana Mod thought I was a traitor. That's what I heard. Well, I'm not. I'm friends with everybody. I get on with everybody. I'm one of these people that, I'm not. I didn't call you a liar. I know you're not. There's just a difference of opinions. That's all it is. Sorry, but it is. It's a difference of opinions. My opinions is that basically somebody said that, somebody says something else. then something says something else, and then it gets to a stage where everything gets misinterpreted. And that's the way I feel about it. You know what I mean? There's certain things that shouldn't have been done. There's certain things that shouldn't have been said. And it gets out of hand. Then that means everybody misinterprets everybody else, and everybody interprets it in their own way, the way they see it themselves. So, I'm in a situation where basically that I'm staying friends with most of you, because at the end of the day, it's all the case of, I like all channels. And it's the way it is. And so I'm not getting involved. Now we got a new Prime Minister. I'm changing the subject. Now we got a new Prime Minister. Mistrust is in charge. What the hell is she going to do? She said she's going to... Her main aim is to stop taxes, lower taxes for the rich, not for the poor. Anybody that's earning £12,500 don't pay any tax in the first place. So how are they going to pay their bills? How? What about people on benefits like we are? Don't get me wrong. Are going to pay the electric and the gas bill when we cannot afford to flipping feed ourselves? Yeah, I know she's pretending to be a Thatcher. I don't trust whoever got in. I won't trust either of them. Because at the end of the day, they're multi-millionaires, most of them. And most of the other people that are in government, they're not skin. An average MP gets £82,500 plus 2 houses plus expenses, cars. So you tell me how they're going to worry about poor people in this country. There's nurses out there, don't get me wrong, nurses that are on 28 grand a year, right? And what the hell are they going to do about them? They're working their butt off for nothing. That's what pisses me off. Don't get me wrong, right? There's people out there, right, that are working for next to nothing. Yeah, the richer gets. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I agree. I can't argue with that. And the problem is you're either there's the in-between people that are working 2-3 jobs just to make ends meet. I've seen a couple of people on TV, on the news. This lady, don't get me wrong, I don't know her name. She had to sell all her stuff in her flat just to heat the flat. Now, that is diabolical from this government. We don't live in a third world country. We actually live in a country that's quite well off. And they're telling me they're not well off. It's a load of crap. Because at the end of the day, right, this country is the 5th biggest economy in the world. And you're telling me there's people homeless. This is what gets me. Homeless people really gets me. Some of them are genuinely homeless. It's when I went up to Birmingham, I've seen so many homeless people on the streets that actually are homeless. And the government should be sorting that out and sorting the rents out, the private rents out, so they're capped at a certain amount. So basically people can afford to actually eat. And child poverty is another one that gets me. Kids go into school not even eating a breakfast, because their parents are working their butt off and it's all taken over by bills and not looking after their kids, which is unfortunate for them. And this country needs to sort their flipping arse out and literally do something about it, instead of sitting around in their posh blooming houses thinking, the world revolves about them, when it doesn't. It should be revolving about everybody else that's keeping this economy going, being honest. Nurses getting to 28 grand, you're having a laugh, aren't you? They work 12-hour shift, 7 days a week if they could. They've been through a pandemic. What the hell are they telling nurses that they can't afford the money to heat their own house up? Which is crap. It's the biggest load of bull ever. This government needs to sort its arse out and do something about it. Instead of sitting there in their posh cars and their posh limousines and their posh houses thinking, I don't give a damn about the poor. This is typical Conservative government. Sorry, but it is. You know what I mean? You know, I was going to talk about games tonight, but Liz Truss is really ain't got a flipping clue what's going on in the real world. She's worth £13 million. You're having a laugh, ain't you? She gets £7,500 interest on a million. So she ain't worried. She's got 2 houses, cars. Trying to dress like Margaret Thatcher. I don't think so. Stupid bitch. Sorry, I'm having a rant about the government. It's bloody true, because none of us that are sitting on this channel now is not going to afford to heat our houses, because it's going to be £8,500 next year for our heating. It's either heating or eating. Big decision. Looks like I'm getting 25 duvets just to keep myself warm during this winter, and it's not good. You know, the only people they give a damn about is them blimmin' selves. Selfish attitude this government's got. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been a Labour supporter for years. I don't even trust Starmer. I mean, don't get me wrong. He can't do nothing. You ain't got the bottle to say something to the opposition and tell them when they're in the wrong. Give us a general election, please. You know what I mean? You know, I vote somebody else because I can't trust any of them. You know, they say I've been a Labour supporter all my life, but we're flipping away. What the hell is he doing? You can't even trust the leader of the opposition to be a leader, because he hasn't got that leading ability. Let me at him. You know what I mean? I lead this country. You know what I mean? You know, I make sure the poor gets what they need before the rich gets tax cuts. You know what I mean? You know, which is bloody wrong. Sorry, but it is. You know what I mean? You know, out of blimmin' order. You know what I mean? What is Truss going to do? Sit there pretty in a flipping house saying, well, I don't have to worry about the poor. You know what I mean? Bullshit. Anyway, that's the government sorted. Food's on its way. Is it? That's good. You ordered dinner, Mark. No, I just think personally something has to be done when it comes down to politics. You know what I mean? You know. Yeah, exactly. They ain't got to worry about money at all. Being honest, the government. I mean, she's got to make a cabinet now. Now that's going to be interesting. Is she going to stick all these rich people around the table? You know what I mean? Yeah, food. Yeah, I heard that on the news that the food bank is getting robbed. Yeah, for food. I heard that. I just think, personally, we're going to struggle. It makes no odds how you see it. We're struggling now. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? You know, calm down, Tony. Calm down. You get me on a subject like this, and I don't say you know what I mean very often, and that's very rare for me. I have my opinion on it, and that's the way it is. You know, it just really, really winds me up that this government is just sitting on. I mean, what was Boris doing during this election for leader? He wasn't doing nothing, was he? He was sitting on his flipping fat backside doing nothing. You know what I mean? You know, craziness. What is this world coming to? You know what I mean? That's for Putin. I can go on about that forever. You know what I mean? Putin and his fucking thinks he's Hitler. Don't bloody think so, mate. You know, it's going to turn into the war in Ukraine is going to turn into a world war, I reckon, because something has to give. You know what I mean? You know, I was saying to Tanya, why don't they send? You know what I mean, people that do life sentences, right? Go and get Putin. Send at least 10 people that done life sentences, and they're young enough to handle it. You send 10 of them in to crack false with the SAS, go into the Kremlin and shoot that idiot. If I was young enough, you know what I mean, and I was and stupid enough, I would have literally gone over to Ukraine and fight for them, because basically that's what I would do if I had the flipping inkling and the energy to do it. You know, you'd be fighting for a good cause. Trust me, that country doesn't deserve that. Stupid idiots. This whole world is stupid. What the hell are we doing with our world? Man will be intent on killing himself. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Tanya. I just think it's stupid. You know what I mean? You know, I know that is nothing. I know this is nothing to do with games. I was going to talk about games. You know, I'll go back to it. I just think I'm frustrated now more than anything else. I'm frustrated with the whole situation that everybody gets into. You know, this country should be ashamed of itself, letting the poor get worse. You can't trust any. No, I agree with that one. You know what I mean? You know, the problem is if you have a snap general election like Blimmin' Theresa May did, they will lose their majority. You know what I mean? And that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Because guess who done that before now? Some stupid idiots. Ain't got a clue. You know what I mean? You know, the real life to them isn't real life, mate. You know what I mean? It isn't life itself because they don't understand it. They wouldn't understand what people are suffering with. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're stuck in their bubble, man. They got their little bubble. You know what I mean? You know, and they ain't got a clue about the world. They should come out here. Even though I live in Kent, they should come out here and see the homeless on the street down in Gravesend, mate. You know what I mean? You know, but the government's got no stock because Margaret Thatcher sold it all. You know what I mean? You know. I don't know. I just think we're the people that people that are trying to live their lives the best they can are at a disadvantage. Because most of them people that are in government had the silver spoon stuck in their gob from their parents. You know, that's what I think. Silver spoon in their gob. You know what I mean? As soon as they were born. You know what I mean? You know, we send them to the best schools and make sure they get in government and then ruin it for us lot that are struggling like flipping hell just to make ends meet every poxy week. You know what I mean? You know, I'm a full-time carer. I get paid nothing. I saved the government millions of pounds. Yeah, Boris had parties. Yeah, he did. He had so many blimmin' parties, mate, that basically he should have gone to prison, mate. That's where he should be. Flipping party. Everybody's in poxy lockdown, and he has been parties. Are you taking the mick or what? He's the one that put the rule in place. Stay at home. You know what I mean? Stupid idiot. What kind of planet is he on? You know what I mean? You know, we're all in poxy lockdown. Right? We're all in lockdown and he's having parties. And then, you know what I mean? You know, Starmer's getting pizza delivered. Now, who's supposed to be a meeting with pizzas and wine? Do you go to meetings? I've never been to a bloody meeting in my poxy life when I was working. Having pizzas and wine, you're having to take in the mick, mate. Flipping out. Stupid government. No matter who you vote for, you know what I mean? You know, they're not going to help the helpless people. They ain't going to help the homeless people. They ain't going to help none of us. Because we're just mere mortals. They think they're gods when they're not. Stupid idiots. Oh, they are. I mean, that's the middle class for you. Yeah, well. Yeah, I agree, Mark. I agree. You know what I mean? It's so difficult to keep my frustration in check because at the end of the day, I get frustrated with the whole situation. You know, know what I mean? Yeah, I put it this way. I still think, as I was saying about carers, I still think carers should be getting at least £120, £130, £140 a week for looking after their disabled partners 24/7, because it isn't just 35 hours a week, as they poxy say. You know what I mean? Giving us £69.75 a week for what? That's less than £2 an hour. You know what I mean? What the fuck am I working for £2 an hour? You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I love Tanya to bits. I know you're listening, but it's all the case of the amount of work I do 24/7 don't even pay me. They should be paying me at least 15 quid an hour just to make sure she gets out of bed and make sure she goes and does what I need to do for her. And I know she appreciates what I do. But I know what I mean. It's just that my head doesn't realise that she appreciates it, being honest. Because I think that there's sometimes I do get frustrated, and I really, really say how I feel. But fucking £2.50 an hour. What kind of crap's that? It's not even a 35-hour week. It's a 24/7 job, being a carer, and the government doesn't understand that. You know what I mean? It's totally crazy. What am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? I'm living the best life I can. You know what I mean? Yeah, homeless is going to get worse, because I heard from a government minister on LBC the other night, and that sounds stupid, right? And he was a Labour minister, and he literally said that he would put a cap on every single house, and in the country that was rented, put a cap on it. Like 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, and whatever, and then put a cap price on it. And then the other one that he would do was literally say, right, now I mean, people that are renting the properties, like the private landlords, they're saying, he was saying that basically that legally by law, if a DHSS person that's not working comes in and they got the deposit, they have to home them. You know what I mean? Insomniacs Radio, it is. But that's the way I see it. You know what I mean? Because if most landlords, don't get me wrong, don't take the people on benefits because they don't think they're going to get the money. You know what I mean? But the problem is they will do, because it's actually a better income than people working, because anybody can lose their job and they can't afford that house or flat or masonette, whatever, and then they fall behind. Yeah, MPs are plotting. Yes. Yeah, and well, they're going to get. Well, Liz Truss ain't got a bloody clue, has she? What kind of clue she's got? She's only been a minister for 5 years. You know what I mean? Now she's not. What minister was she? I can't bloody remember, but she was a minister for something. She was useless at that. Now she's PM. What the hell's going to go on? The whole world's going to fall apart. Oh, this country's falling apart as it is. Mad. Totally mad. I just think personally things need to change. And things need to change quickly. Because if nothing changes, I can see there's going to be a revolt somewhere along the line. Yeah, we could run this country better. I just think it's all to do with. I think the other one is the Treasury. If we was in charge of the Treasury, I think we would literally make sure that kids were fed, right? Because it's going to be a stage now where child poverty is at its highest that it's been for 40 years. So kids are going home and literally not eating properly and stuff like that, because their parents are out working, trying to provide, but they ain't got enough money to provide the kids to have food. You know what I mean? And that's wrong. Why could kids suffer? You know what I mean? You know, I believe that kids are our future. Somewhere along the line, the kids are our future. We need to provide for them as much as we can. You know, as much as we can. Food, whatever, clothing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, when it comes down to universities, when it's 9 grand every year to do a degree, and why Scotland? Don't get me wrong, Scotland. You know what I mean? You know, they get all of that country gets free prescriptions, free childcare. They get free tuition fees. They're not in debt when they get a job, but you have to. You know what I mean? You know, in this country, you run up a 40 grand debt before you even got a job, and when you do get a job that doesn't pay more than £28,000 a year, you don't have to pay it back. That means who pays for it? Taxpayers. Taxpayers pay for people's degrees because they can't get a job in the sector that they want to get into. I just think, personally, you know what I mean? I want to move to Scotland. Don't get me wrong. Everything's free. You know what I mean? Free tuition, free this, free that. You get that. And the Scottish government pay for it out of taxes that people pay in Scotland. You know what I mean? Free prescriptions for anybody, even if they're working. What do we pay? £10.19 in it for a prescription now. For one item on your list is £10.19 per prescription. Wow. I remember when it was about £4 something years ago. £4.20, £4.50, something like that. That's £10.19 per box you get. That is crazy. I mean, I see people, I mean, I go around the corner to collect, like, yeah, I mean, Tanya's and mine's a prescription once every 4 weeks. And I've seen people in there fork out 40, 50 quid because they have to. It's going to advertise drug deaths. Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. Drugs is an issue in Scotland. You know what I mean? It's a big issue. I agree. But we're in a situation now where it's going to be scary for most people to be living. You know, and it's we shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? You know, we should be in a situation where basically that everybody's got enough money to live and more and extra so we can keep the economy going. You know what I mean? You know, it makes no odds because everybody has to have some kind of income that's disposable to keep the economy going, like buying clothes, shoes, even basic stuff. You know what I mean? You know, you keep the country going. You know what I mean? You know, and yeah, I reckon. You know what I mean? If I was a millionaire a few times over, I'd make my own party. You know what I mean? You know, Scotland's out of control. Yeah, but the problem is they still got it. They still got it better than us than down here, mate. Because at the end of the day, you don't pay for anything. You know, well, okay, it's up north, but well, it's got to be better somehow. You know what I mean? You know, living standards is just going to go drop like lead. You know, everybody's living standards is hard now to think, oh yeah, well, I need to sort this bill out. It's impossible to pay everything, not with the money that's coming in. It's you know what I mean? You know, we're in the same situation. You know what I mean? You know, as I said about Sky earlier. You know what I mean? You know, they were quite happy to write off my bill because I couldn't afford to pay it. You know what I mean? Even though I'm a loyal customer to Sky. I love my Sky. I can't, you know what I mean? As Tanya said, you just can't live without it. I say it's like a drug, being honest. That's the only drug I have, you know? But, oh dear, never mind. Anyway, let's lighten the conversation up. Because at the end of the day, right, you know what I mean, you know, I think we will be okay eventually. You know what I mean? I just think that we're governed by the wrong people. And once that conservative government gets out of this poxy government, once they're out, I think something's got to give. You know, let's hope it does, because we're all suffering in our own way. Even, you know what I mean, the health systems, you know what I mean, you know, doesn't work. Nothing, you know what I mean, you know. Madness. Life's too short to worry about anything, but the problem is we're all going to be worrying about where the next penny's coming from just to heat our houses, heat the flat, heat, you know what I mean, you know, and we're going to be in a situation where we're going to get in debt because we haven't got the resources or the money to help us out to get over there, you know what I mean, you know, to pay the bill. It's going to be the same for us, you know what I mean, you know, we're going to be thinking to ourselves, where can we cut corners just to keep eating them? You know what I mean? You know, it looks like I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to buy at least 20 duvet covers. Back in the 50s, educational stance, secondary school. Yeah, you're right, Tanya. You know what I mean? You know, apprenticeships. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think James can't, my son James, he started work clubbing. Yeah, in this middle. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I think it was something else. There's no freedom of speech in Scotland. I just think, personally, that, you know, I mean, no matter what we do, energy bill is going to be higher than what we take, we get in benefits or whatever you're earning. This trust wants to give an injection to everybody, because you can't just veer out of just one set of people in society. You can't just do that. What you got to do is let everybody have help. You know, this 400 quid we're supposed to be getting, yeah, that ain't even gonna touch my bills, being honest. You know what I mean? You know, I might as well pee in a pot and stick it outside and flipping, you know, do that. You know what I mean? You know, because that's where the money's going. You know what I mean? Straight in and straight out again. You know? Yeah, you're right. It's totally stupid. I don't know. I just feel disillusioned with the whole situation. Being honest. You know, I mean, we're saying that Putin is going to. I mean, we're still knocking gas out of his pipe yet, because his pipe runs from Russia to here, doesn't it? You know what I mean? You know, so you might as well turn it off now, mate. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You know, that's the only way you're going to get to Putin, is don't give him his poxy money for his gas. Being honest, get rid of it. You know what I mean? You know. It's gonna. Somebody said to me, it's gonna take at least like more windmills to, you know, to literally run, and that ain't running gas. That's running electric. So we're in a situation where it ain't gonna work. Being honest, you need to get some nuclear, because we got rid of nuclear power stations years ago. You know what I mean? Which we did. Because I know a person that used to work on the power stations. They got rid of the nuclear power stations because they were saying it's too dangerous because of Chernobyl. So they were saying. And then basically, now we haven't got no power to run our own gas. Now he's going to take 15 years to build a nuclear power plant just to make sure we get the gas we want. You know what I mean? You know, and the gas I mean, most of the gas companies like BP and Shell, they're making billions and billions of dollars profit. You know what I mean? Billions, and yet we're still paying top notch for it. You know what I mean? You know, you stick a cap on it, say, right, that's enough you doing that. This is how much you'd be paying a year. It's going to get to £8,000 in the long run. We ain't got £8,000 spare. You know what I mean? You know. Yeah, next election is 2024. We've got a couple of years then. Liz Truss cocking everything up. Another Boris Johnson in a skirt. That's what I call that. You know? You know what I mean? That's what I call that. Boris Johnson in a skirt. They didn't change leader. They just changed it to a female Boris Johnson. That's what happened. because she's always been a Boris fan, like she said earlier. You know, he got Brexit done and all this crap. Yeah, right, he didn't, did he? He fucked it up. So how come it takes 16 pieces of paperwork just to take a lorry out from here to France? And you wonder why we got queues on the M20 and the M25, because the paperwork and the bureaucracy of France, they don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Don't get me on the people that actually come via boats. You know what I mean? You know, I know they're trying to get away from France, but it starts with France as soon as they end up in France in the first place. That's their problem. We paid them millions of pounds to stop getting boats sent over, little dinghies with 25 people in and kids and people and ladies and stuff like that. What the hell are they doing for the money we're giving them? I won't bother giving them a poxy penny. You know what I mean? I'll get the boats out there and send them right back to France. That's my attitude towards it. You know what I mean? Come over here to over 25,000 asylum seekers come over by boats. And it was 8,500 last year. So what's changed? Oh yeah, Brexit. Probably that he didn't do. Pay France millions of pounds for doing jack shit their end. Poxy idiots. You know what I mean? I just get to a stage where it's frustrating enough as it is, trying to keep this country going, and yet we're helping other countries. You know what I mean? You know, they don't only believe charity belongs at home, mate. You know what I mean? You know, give us some money. Don't go and give out money. You know, I know we're helping the you know what I mean, Ukraine out. You know what I mean, which is a good thing, because they do need what they need to keep battling, get their country back. I told you what to do. Get a couple of people that do life sentences. And if you go over there, if you come back, you get your life back, and you come back alive, you get your life back. If you kill Putin, you get your life back. You know what I mean? You know, train them up with the SAS for a month. Say, right, you go over there, go and get him. And that'd be the end of most of it. Kill their generals first. It'd be the end of it. I can't see that happening because the government doesn't think that way. They don't think out of the box. Everything had to be politically correct. Sorry, but if I was in government, I wouldn't be no politically correct at all, mate. You know, I would do that. You know what I mean? I'll get all some of the lifers that are in prison now that are young enough to literally say, right, you want to fight for your life, you go out there and you kill that idiot. And then I will set you free. But I'd only do that on a license, because if you do something in this country again, you will be put back in prison, but you helped this country. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I should put that. To Liz Truss to see what she thinks. But then again, she won't read me letter anyway, because she thinks she's beyond. She's better than anyone else. You know what I mean? Trying to be a Thatcher. Don't think so. You know what I mean? You know, I didn't believe in her policies. Never have done. You know. You know. I heard something as well, that basically that if people wants to buy their house, right, they will take universal credit as an income to buy a house. Now, how the hell does that work? How the hell would that work? You know what I mean? You know, you're going to the estate agent and you say, right, I want to buy this house. Right, it's 240 grand. I say, okay, no problem. Right, I've got 10% deposit. Right, what income have you got coming in? Oh, universal credit. And they'll laugh at you. They're say you're having a laugh in you. He goes, right, okay, you saved the deposit. They're well done, plus all the fees that does it in the first place. And they'll be saying, no, man, how can you use universal credit as an income when it's not? It's been given to you by the government so you can actually survive on it. That's what it is. You know, that's stupidness. That's totally off the wall. That's not an income. Sorry. You know what I mean? You know, unless you're actually working and you're earning enough money to cover your mortgage. You know what I mean? You prove you've been working, it'll be fine. Boris got Brexit done. You didn't. No, he didn't. He called it another ready deal, didn't he? It was a load of crap. Oh dear. You know what I mean? It may seem like I'm having a rant tonight. I do apologise, but everything that's happening in my head is kind of like coming out now, being honest. You know? And I think personally, something needed to be said about this stupid government. We got another. I mean, they've been in power 12 years. What the hell have they done in 12 years? They cocked everything up, and we've had 5 prime ministers in that time. This is our 5th prime minister in 5 years. 4 years, 5 years. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prime ministers in. That's once every 2 years we have a prime minister, and we've had 3 general elections in that time. What the hell's going on? Mental. Stupid poxy country. You know? If somebody said to me, yeah, I don't see Germany doing any of this, being honest. Yeah, maybe it's worth, yeah. Retro tech coming up. Retro tech, yeah. Yeah, I know. It should be about retro tech, I agree. But unfortunately, it's got to a stage where I'm letting everything out at the same time. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Anyway. Hi, Tony. Hi, Del. How you doing, mate? We're putting the world to rights, mate. You know? If you know what I mean, you know? So, my attitude towards it, government, is that basically it needs sorting. Liz Truss ain't going to do nothing for the poor, nothing from that, I mean, because they're all in different leagues, aren't they? You know, they don't give a damn about the poor people. They give a damn about themselves, lining their own pocket. 2 houses. What do you get off with 2 houses? I mean, you know. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I mean, you know, I'm having a rant tonight, Del, mate. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, you can see the rest of it when I put it up. I did put one up earlier, which is going to be deleted because I've forgotten to stick flipping the what do you call it up. Never mind. Away it goes. Lesson learned, eh? You know. Oh dear. As I said, if I had the money, I'd literally make my own party and literally get on with it. You know, I'll make this country great, what it should be, not what it shouldn't be. You know, it's all the case of whatever good out. I mean, Liz Truss is just going to make things worse. Boris Johnson in a skirt. That's all that is. You know what I mean? You know, that's what I think anyway. I don't know. You know what I mean? You know, I've had my rant about this government. You know what I mean? You know. Okay, Tanya, I'll speak to you when I get back in the room. Hands are going down. Yeah, we understand that. You can still listen though. Not that yeah, my other half, Tanya's decided to put her own pennyworth in about the government. That's good. I like that. Anyway, I just think personally that, you know what I mean, you know, things need to be sorted. Anyway, what did everybody get up to today then? You know what I mean, you know? See you soon, Tanya. You know what I mean, you know, I didn't do a lot today. You know? Crazy. Anyway. Bye, Tanya. Happy Christmas, Tanya. Love you, Tanya. Crazy. At least the dog's asleep. So yeah, I don't know. Don't worry, I'll listen. That's good. Okay. You know. I went to Plymouth today. That was in, yeah, what was that? Working or, do you know what I mean? Just get a day out or something later on. You know what I mean? Plymouth. I've never been to Plymouth. Is it a good place? Oh, yeah. Craziness. Anyway, let's talk about games consoles because that's what I was going to talk about originally. You know what I mean? You know, Evercade, as I said earlier, I want to get the Evercade. I'll take a look, as Mark says, on that site and see how much it is. Um, you know, one of them. You know what I mean, I want to get myself a Super Nintendo. Not, I got the mini one. I got the mini on an original one. I mean, I've seen some on Marketplace for about 80 quid, which don't seem to be that bad with two controllers and a couple of cartridges. Seems to be good. Give that a go. You know, yeah. Try doing that. You know what I mean? You know, so I'm interested in getting anyway. You know, if you see him flashing in the background, it's actually my laptop monitor. You know, I ain't got the sound on. I turned the sound down. Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm just frustrated. That's all. So yeah. So anybody got any plans tomorrow? Tomorrow I ain't. Well, I've got some. I ain't got a lot to do tomorrow. Tomorrow's what, Tuesday, isn't it? Tuesday tomorrow. Oh, I'm not doing a lot tomorrow. Wednesday I'm not doing a lot, apart from looking after Tanya. Where I'm going down the club for a practice because I'm in the final of my bowls. Another final, the pairs final. At the weekend, I ain't got the list when I'm playing. Am I playing Saturday or Sunday? I don't know. I know that one of my mates, Peter, is in 4 finals, so he probably will have to have a break it up, two in one day, and the next two a day later. I'm playing against him, so see what happens. Being honest, I just think personally that, you know what I mean. You know, 12 finals in 10 years. That's quite good. You know what I mean? Long. That's good for me. You know. So James, my son, is in a final. I'll go down and watch him play. Why? If it's on different days, I will watch him. I'll watch him play. See how he gets on. He's got to win it though. Being honest, you know, it's not called a junior cup. It's all the case of that. Basically, that if you win a singles competition, you cannot enter that competition. Now, I won that competition in 2007, so I couldn't enter it to retain it. But that's the way it is because it gives other people a chance to win in a championship, which is good. You know, which is good. You know, I think it's good. It's like the ladies have a trophy called the Anita Watson. Same thing. If you get through to a final, you win the Anita Watson first. You make sure you win that first. That means you can't enter it again. Gives other people chances, being honest, which is good. You know, because there's always two or three or four players that literally get through the finals constantly, and it seems to be me. You know what I mean? They would call it a big fish in a small pond, but it's not really because it's quite competitive in our club. You know, I mean, I can lose like anybody else. You know what I mean? You know, if I'm averaging one final every single year, I classify that as an achievement in my club. Being honest, you know, I classify that as a brilliant achievement considering what I'm suffering with. You know, I'm having a practice on Thursday afternoon for a couple of hours. You know what I mean? Well, I'm practicing with the guy that's against James in the Junior Cup final. So he literally asked me. I was playing on Saturday. He literally asked me. He ain't got, you know, the guy ain't got the. Well, I mean, the guy ain't got a set of cleats to the club, but I have. So what I did say, he come up to me. He says, "I want to practice." I said, "Well, you put your name down for a roll up." I said, "Yeah." I said, "You want to come?" I come down. I need a practice. And then I said to it, he said, "Can I join you?" I said, "Yeah, you can join me. I ain't not mine, you know. I'm not gonna worry. Green's gonna change as soon as you get out there, anyway. Being honest, You know what I mean? It may play well one way, it may play well the other way, depending on how you play, being honest. It's a mind game, though. You know, it's a mind game. That's the way it is. So, yeah. Yeah. I suppose I'm going to have to literally sort out a few things. Yeah. Oh, I need to. I'm live now, I know that. I've got to get rid of that other video, which I will do. You know what I mean? You know, at some point. Anyway, you know what I mean? I was happy to be monetized now for this channel. You know what I mean? You know, I think I've earned 60 quid in the space of 4 weeks, which ain't that bad, really. You know what I mean? You know, but you know what I mean. But I'm gonna kind of save it all up, being honest. And you know what I mean, buy some stuff for my channel. So I'll do that. You know what I mean? I'll put some more stuff in here. You know what I mean? I'm getting my 3,500 plaque from my mate. Play button from my mate in blue. He has sent it off. You know what I mean? You know, because you know what I mean, my channel seems to be boosted for some reason. Yeah, I mean, VQ. No, I mean, that's what I use. Can boost your channel. You know I mean, as I said, I did pay for the boost. No, I paid for the certificates, and then they started to boost my channel. That's what happened. You know, I haven't paid them nothing since. You know what I mean? It's something like £22 something like £22 a year. I think it is, just for the certificates, which I don't mind collecting. You know what I mean? You know, because they look good. When we eventually move, I'll put them on the wall. VQ boosts my channel no matter what, for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I ain't got a clue. You know, bank holidays seems to be the ones that seems to get my channel running for some reason. I mean, last August's ones was a bit mad. You know what I mean? Saying like 100 and something subscribers in the space of 4 days, something like that. It was mental. I don't even know what's happening, being honest. Now, I mean, I know VQ will boost your channel at a price, but I don't pay nothing. You know. I mean, I only pay for the certificates. So, yeah. No, I mean, that's all I pay for. No, I mean, just pay for the certificates. That's all I pay for, being honest. Isn't worth. No, I mean, you know, isn't worth me worrying about it. You know what I mean? You know, I'm quite happy. You know what I mean? I'm happy with the subscriber count, which has gone mad. You know, I made new friends on this channel. You know what I mean? You know, and which is good, being honest. So yeah. If you want to know what I'm doing, I'm monetizing I'm monetizing all my live ones now, which I didn't do in the first place. YouTube will take a look at it anyway, like they normally do. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. All the other ones seem to be monetized anyway. Well, that's all right. That's cool. I mean, you only press all when it monetized the whole lot. But you know what I mean, you know, I'm learning a lot from, yeah, learning a lot, which is good. Right, what's the time? 20 to 10. Right, I'm gonna make a move, people. I told you what I think. You know what I mean, you know, it's been a pleasure having you lot along. I will literally do. I don't know whether I'm going to go live next Monday yet. I will figure that one out sometime during this week. I'm making a video this week. It'll be 7 of my Mega Drive games. My series seems to be doing well, so I ain't going to change it. You know, I ain't got no pickups at the moment, which I will have at some point. You know, as people know me, I pick up quite a lot from Granddad, Chris. What I normally do is pick up stuff from him for the Stroke Association, just in case people didn't know. Money goes straight to Stroke Association, not to him. You know, I picked up quite a bit. My games collection's gone up threefold. So, yeah, seems to be good. Anyway, I will put this up and people can watch, would be nice. If you're not subscribed to my channel, which I think most of you are, please subscribe, bash the like button, tell me what you think about my rant about this government and everything else. I know it's off the beaten track. I will probably do, as you do, a video on Thursday. As you say, it'd be the Mega Drive stuff. You know, I won't show you the Mega Drive. What I will do is actually show you the 7 games that I like, apart from Sonic, because everybody knows I love my Sonic games. Anyway, that's me done for today. Take care, everybody. If you need to get in people that are personal, if you want to get in contact with me, would be nice. You know what I mean? Say hi, how you doing, stuff like that. I know that I don't normally chat to too many people privately because basically I'm too busy. Normally got things to do. I don't get finished until 11 o'clock at night. So, you know what I mean? I'm normally doing other things like that. I'm keeping up, washing up, stuff like that. Basic chores, you know what I mean? Looking after Sonia, of course. Anyway, that's me done. I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it. And bye for now.